feels very authentic. I'm sorry if you can hear the wind outside is going crazy for some reason. Okay, our next card is Score Bunny. Wow, this is so cute. I don't think I have any cards of Score Bunny. Wow. Well, I do know this is a super fun one. I love his little jump. This is so pretty. I love the background. It's very, very like an anime scene. There's a scene at the start of Terror and Resonance which is not a happy anime, so I don't know why I'm referencing this, but and the main female character is like jumping, or no, it's one of the main male characters is jumping towards the main female character, and it kind of reminds me of this. But they're very different vibes. I would like to highlight this way happier vibe. But yeah, this is really fun. I like this card. Then we have an item antique cover fossil. Okay, so this card is kind of unique. I don't think I have anything like this. I've got cards of Tortuga, but I don't have the kind of fossil for it. I don't think that's quite cool. So this is the fossil for Tortuga, which is quite fun actually. Okay, and then we have another Marowak. I think I've got like 3 of these at this point. I stand by that this is a sick card and I love it. I just don't want 3 of them, but here we are. I'm not going to be ungrateful. It is very cool. Okay. The next one is Oka Berry. Oka Berry. Looks like some sort of weird dried peach thing. It looks like if a peach and a pepper had a baby. Kind of imagining that. This is quite a cool card, to be honest. Kind of making me a bit hungry though. Okay, the next one is Vikavolt. I can't remember if it was this card or if it was in another pack, but I definitely got this Pokemon recently because I did not realize that this little caterpillar, innocent looking thing, evolved into this scary thing. I was out of the loop for that part of his evolution, so yeah, I can't remember if I have this card or not, but nonetheless it is pretty cool. I like the kind of energy ball that's going on here, but I'm not a fan of the bug situation that's going on there. So the next card is, we're on to the reverse hollows of the pack. I have this card, I believe. It's very pretty. Did I get a reverse hollow of it as well? I can't remember. But yeah, I love this card. It is so pretty. So pretty. I love her little skirt situation. This is Flittle. It's so cool. Such a pretty card. I love all the colours that's been chosen. It's very pretty. Okay, next one. We've got Kofu with the seagull on his forehead. I have this card, or another trainer of Kofu. I have this card. Possibly have this card. So the first three really are my favourite by far. These are such cool cards. I especially love this main fu. I love that card. It's so pretty. And the trainer cards actually weren't awful for this pack. Kinda cool trainer cards. But the latter half was a bit disappointing. However, it's all good because I guessed the energy right, so there was a win. But yeah, a bit stinky. Other than that, I am a bit disappointed that I think is our final Stellar Crown pack and it was a bit trash, so I'm sorry guys. But let's get into the actual video now. So quickly, before I get into the questions, can we have a minute for the top? I just filmed before I'm filming this a little haul, and this top was in the haul. I didn't try it on because I knew I was going to film with it right after, so you're going to have to come to this video to see it on. Which is a bit evil of me, but it deserves its own video. Like, I literally feel amazing. This is so pretty and I'm in love with this top, so I just had to show you guys. I hope you guys like it too. I know it's quite a lot, but I do kind of feel like Mary Queen of Scots just minus the big massive skirt. This feels like something that a queen would wear. Yeah, this is just so gorgeous. Okay, enough about my top. Let's get into this video. So, you guys commented 154 times. That's crazy. So, I'm gonna try my best to get through all of them. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but I'll try. So, let's get into the questions. The top question is from Bilbo Swaggins, who is asking when will you let me out of your basement? Never. I never gave you a phone, so I don't actually know how you managed to do this. But yeah, the answer is never, so just get comfortable, you know. We have another one here. The next one is a two-parter. The first part is, of all your travels, what was your favourite place or country to visit and why? So, my favourite place to date would have to be Vietnam. I done the Ha Giang Loop in Vietnam and it was the best experience of my life. You see sights that literally don't look real. You're basically motorbiking about for like 4 days and you're staying with a bunch of different people. It is the most amazing thing ever. If you get the chance to visit Vietnam, please do the Ha Giang Loop. It's amazing. But other than that, we stayed in Hanoi and I loved Hanoi. I think it was such a beautiful city and I'd love to go back and see more of Vietnam. So that's part one. So part two, where to next? Any bucket list places and why? Lol. So I can't afford my bucket list place yet. Well, I could afford it, but I want to do it right when I do it. My bucket list, like top place I want to visit right now is Athens, but that's an expensive one and I don't want to do it half-arsed, you know. I want to do it right when I go. So next, I don't know, definitely somewhere in Europe. There's a bit which I'm excited for. So, the next one, what's your name? Laura. I'm gonna leave it there. 2, how much have you studied, or are you studying? I got this question a lot of people asking what I'm gonna be studying, what I want to study, questions about my career and such, or what am I studying, how far am I into my degree. I finished my degree like 2 years ago now. Was it 2 years ago? Definitely over a year ago. Yeah, I finished my degree and I studied ancient history and archaeology, which I really, really loved. It's just quite hard to get into a job now that I'm finished. So that's my only grudge. But I really loved it. I enjoyed my course thoroughly. So, what are your goals apart from YouTube, or what do you want to be in the future? That's such a hard question. I have so many different things that I would love to be. Specifically, I would love to write books, love to be an author. I love reading, so I'd even love to be in like publishing or some sort of book realm. Or I would also love to be an archaeologist doing fieldwork archaeology, or doing archaeological illustrations for textbooks. I also love to paint, so I'd also love to sell my artwork. Last year I also done a course in illustration, so I'd be up for doing illustration as well. There's just so many things that I want to do, which is part of the difficulty in choosing one thing. I don't want to just be one thing, I want to do all these things, so I need to figure that out. That's an ongoing process. But I had a few people asking for my ab workout routine, which, thanks guys, that's really kind of you. But I'll be honest, I think it's a mix of genetics and past core strength that is the reason why I have a somewhat decent core. I am really poor at doing my ab workouts, but I go to the gym a couple times a week and I lift weights when I go, so that's all, kind of using your core as well. But I am lacking on my ab routine recently, but when I do my ab workout, I do crunches, I do V-sets, I do basically a V-set, but you're moving your legs out. So like, say this is your head and this is your knees and your legs are here. Your legs go out and then bring them back into their chest, and out and in, out and kind of like that type of like crunch motion. And I like the ab thing in the gym. It's like a big stand thing and you hold yourself up, your legs dangle. I like doing various exercises on that. But yeah, as I said, it's a lot about genetics. I'm quite lucky, I guess. So, I have a few questions. How did you come up with the idea of making an ASMR channel? I have told this story before, but a lot of you won't know. I made my boyfriend, that was another one. A lot of people were asking if I was single, if I have a boyfriend. Yes, I have a boyfriend. I talk about him a lot in my videos, so yes, I have a boyfriend. But yes, I made my boyfriend ASMR videos for his birthday 1 year. That'll be like a year and a half ago now. And I just really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, and afterwards I was kind of like, I want to make more. Like, it just was fun. I wanted to do it again, so I done it again and I posted it to YouTube. And here we are, like a year and a half later, and all of you people are watching, so that's very cool. So yeah, I made ASMR videos as a gift, and then it turned into an ASMR channel. Who is your favourite ASMR artist? Oh, this is such a hard question. channel called Legacy ASMR, and his triggers are so good. His like sound quality is really good as well, which I really like. Yeah. So Legacy ASMR as well. Next part of this question is, why do you like ASMR? I like ASMR because it's just so relaxing, and I think the community is very nice, and it's just, ASMR just makes me happy. I would much rather watch someone do a get ready with me in ASMR than a normal get ready with me. I just like it. I think it's just chill, you know. And I don't just watch ASMR to sleep. I watch ASMR because I like ASMR videos. But yeah, it clears my head, and it just makes me forget about everything I'm worrying about. So the next question is, what's your favourite Christmas song? My favourite Christmas song is Elton John's Heaven's Christmas. I love that song. I don't know what was put in that song and why it is so addictive, but I love it. I love it. Sorry about the background noise. It's my neighbour, so I can't really do much about that. What countries do you want to travel to? I have too many. I want to go to so many places in Europe that I've not been to. I want to go to mainland Italy because I've only ever been to Sardinia, and I would love to visit South America. I've been to North America, but I've never been to South America. I would love to go and visit Peru and do the Machu Picchu trail. That looks amazing. I'd love to go back to Vietnam. I would love to go to the Philippines. Anywhere. Put me on a plane and send me anywhere and I'll be happy. If you've already travelled, where was it and how was it? I've travelled to a bunch of places actually. I have all the countries that I've been to. So, I was born in Scotland. I've been to England, I've been to Ireland, I've been to Spain, Cyprus, Greece, France, I've been to the US, I've been to Italy, I've sort of been to United Arab Emirates, but I've been to Dubai, like, in passing, because my plane landed there when I was going on my trip, but it doesn't really count. I've been to Thailand, Malaysia, Cambodia, and Vietnam, so I would love to do more countries, like how I done this summer. We went to 4 countries in like 6 weeks. That was amazing. That was so amazing. I would definitely go back to Malaysia and go to other places though, because we only stayed like 2 nights there, 1 or 2 nights, and it wasn't enough. We only really saw the capital. So the next one is a long one, so I'm going to pick and choose a couple from it. How do you feel about how fast your ASMR channel is growing? I mean, I'm happy, but it also does get a bit scary. The more people there are, the more your comments I get, and that is something I've just had to deal with. But for the most part, all of you are very supportive and very nice. So some people just need to learn it to be a bit more polite, and then we'd be all fine. But you know, there's always going to be people that don't like your videos, which is fine. And I'm okay with that, but that's definitely something I've had to get used to more in the recent times. So that's the only grudge I have, but it's amazing to see the work that I put in, that you guys love it that much, that it just keeps growing and growing, so it is amazing. What is your favourite trigger to do? Ooh, that's a good one. I'm yapping. Rambling. I don't know. That's probably my favourite part of my videos. Sometimes I will sit down to film and I'll get so into the triggers that I'm doing that I don't talk. But for the most part, I sit down and I'm ready to yap all the time. So, probably yapping. Okay, gonna move on from that one, but thank you for all the questions that you asked me. What's your favourite Christmas movie? I don't know if it'll be going up just played all of my favourite games. My favourite game is definitely The Last of Us. That game is a masterpiece and it will never not be good. So, yeah, PS3 and The Last of Us. Good questions. What is your fave Pokemon card that you have? Oh, that's a hard question. I might just be boring and say my super cool rare illustration Charizard EX. This is just amazing. But I unwrapped this in a video the other day. This is gorgeous. I love the artwork in this. So probably these two. These two. But yeah, that Charizard is like amazing in my eyes. It will be replaced if I ever pull a Mew though. It will be replaced. What's your favourite Disney animated movie? Ooh, my favourite Disney movie has always really been The Little Mermaid. I love that movie. Yeah, it's just one that I always loved growing up. And it just never gets old. It never gets old. I love that. The next one. How do you find time for reading and how to get back into it? No, you're in a reading slump. Okay, so I find time reading. I like reading before I go to bed. I like having that kind of set aside time in the day to look forward to reading. But I try and read whenever I can, really. But I would say try and set aside a time that you're going to read. So before bed is a great time because you're going to put your phone down. You're going to just be focused. It's time to chill out and get into like that comfy mode, you know. And I would say if you're struggling to get back into reading, read a book that is kind of like Frida McFadden's books for me. I would recommend you try and read one of those because they are really fast and like a bit of a whirlwind. You get hooked and then you read and then all of a sudden it's 4 a.m. and you've not put your book down and you're almost finished. Her books are like a guilty pleasure. I usually come away from thinking that wasn't like a 5-star read. Why did I read it so quickly? But they just hook you. They have a way of hooking you. So I'd say read something that's really fast paced and entertaining, and I would recommend that you try and read a Frida McFadden book. Because that's what they're a good like palate cleanser for me. And I'll usually read them in between big fantasy books. So, you know, it's a buffer. Resets everything. Favourite Animal Crossing character if you've played it? Oh, okay, so there is a Love Heart Crocodile. I can't remember what her name is. What's her name? This little crocodile right here. This pink Love Heart Crocodile named Gale is my new favourite Animal Crossing character. She is so cute. I want to be her friend. Unless she's going to be mean to me and bully me, but I don't know, I've never been able to get her in my Animal Crossing. But that's for New Horizons. I don't know what other games she's in. I used to play as a Wild World, and there was a little mint squirrel, I think called Mint, and I loved her. She was so nice. She was really cute. So those are my favourites from like kind of different games. Gym routine / what do you like to do at the gym? So I am a bit of a cardio hater, purely because I'm just a bit at it. So I've been trying to incorporate it more into my routine, but I love lifting weights. I think it is so much fun once you get your routine down and know what you're doing. So much fun. So I try to do 2 leg days a week, and then I have a push and a pull day as well. But sometimes if I can't make both of those days, I'll just combine my upper body into one day. But yes, I have slash hamstring focus day, and then a glute slash quad focus day. That I'll maybe put up on the screen just for ease, so that you know what I'm doing. What would you recommend to someone wanting to visit Scotland? Oh, that's a hard question. I've honestly not seen much of Scotland or done much in Scotland, so I'm maybe not the best person to ask, but Edinburgh is a great place to start. It's the capital and it is really pretty. There's lots of nice places to eat, lots of nice sights to see. Yeah, the castle's really pretty, but personally, I'm just not the right person to ask for that. But I would say look up like Edinburgh guide, a guide, not like an actual person, just like a itinerary. That's the word. Someone's asked what my first starter Pokemon was, and I honestly cannot remember. I cannot remember for the life of me. Which is actually kind of sad. But they've also asked, what is your favourite Pokemon? My favourite Pokemon is Mew. I love Mew. I love it. It's so cute, but so strong, you know. Someone's asked, how long have you been in a relationship, and what is good advice you can give for new made relationships so they can last as long as yours and more? Oh, that's a really nice question. I've been in my relationship for almost 3 years now. 3 years and a few months, and I would recommend that before you get into a serious relationship, you have happiness within your life and you love yourself. I know that sounds pretty cringe, but your partner should not be your sole happiness. It should be an addition, a surplus to your happiness. You know, you should be happy on your own as well, and you should have your own friends and your own hobbies, your own interests. That's probably the biggest thing I could advise for a long-lasting relationship. I would also say don't stop putting in effort. I feel like a lot of people, once they get to a certain point, they stop making effort, but you should always be aiming to make each other happy and trying new things, learning more about each other. It should never be boring, and if it is boring, you need to change it up, you need to do something different. So that's what I would recommend. How did you discover ASMR? Who did you watch? Now, I remember finding ASMR, I think it was via the honeycomb trend, and I hate eating sounds, so honeycomb is like a no for me. It's a no-no. I watched this girl called, I think her name's Mac ASMR. Her name is Life with Mac, and she's got 1.59 million subscribers, so she's been around for a while. And I remember when I was younger, I found one of her videos that was like trending at the time, and I was like, what on earth is this? I didn't understand, because her videos were like so different from anything I'd ever seen, but so relaxing. And now I know that it was ASMR, but at the time I didn't really know that. So yeah, that's the first ASMR that I remember finding and who I was watching. Which Pokemon do you hate most? In brackets, could be separated in game-wise and card-wise. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. I definitely have beef with Valcorona, who's this big weird moth thing. Yeah, I can have beef with him. He just appears in my packs when I don't want him to. Game-wise, someone's asked if I have ever played Fortnite. I have, but they've also asked, if so, what's your favourite season? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I know there's like season passes and they change all the time. I don't know any of the seasons though. I am a very casual Fortnite player. Yeah, I only really play it for my boyfriend to laugh at me, basically. And I'm only good at it because at the level I'm at, I'm pretty sure I'm playing against literally like not difficult, you know. It's not difficult. I should be winning these, but I still don't. They're still better than me, and I cannot deal with build modes. It's not for me. It's just too complicated. Someone's asked, what did you want to become when you were growing up? To be honest, I didn't have like a big career idea when I was growing up, and here we are, like all this time later, and I still don't have a clue. Even when I was in high school, I didn't really have an idea of what I was doing. It was just there, existing. But I do remember wanting to be a vet at one point, because I've always really liked animals. But then I realised that you also have to put them down, and that's where I drew the line. I was like, no, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do that, so that's not going to happen. Someone's asked what my Spotify Wrapped looked like. Let's get up. So this is my Spotify Wrapped. As you can see, Miss Taylor is up there. Typical. I actually don't know if she's my top artist, because I don't know, she's maybe in a lot of my playlists, but I don't really go out my way to listen to her. Or maybe I do and I just don't remember. So, my top artists are Taylor Swift, Noah Kahan, Courier, Conan Gray, and then Melanie Martinez. And my top songs are End of Beginning, Look After You, Who Are You Really, If You Think I'm Pretty, and Sailor Song. And I listened to 60,000 minutes. So yeah, that's my raps. Courier is like consistently in my top 5, I think. That's my Spotify Wrapped, but I listen to like a wide variety of music. I feel like that is quite a small perspective of what my music is actually like. So yeah, let's move on. Someone has asked, do you have any particular goals for 2025? I would like to find a job that I actually want to be in. Yeah, that's my main goal for 2025. But I would also like to continue to do this. I would like to maybe start playing piano. Oh my god. I can't believe that we're about to start 2025. I actually do need to think about my goals. Thank you for that question. I'm going to think about that. I'm going to reflect on my life. I would like to continue doing this and growing my channel, find a career or like a job that I really want to be in, and travel more. That's my goals. And keep going to the gym. What would you say gives you the tingles when listening to your favourite triggers? Like, what exact sound just does it perfectly? Again, it's got to be scratching, like that deep brain tingly scratching. That's for me. It's better on the phone cover, but yeah, that deep scratching, it just always does it for me. Someone's asked if I would make a Pokemon gameplay video, and I definitely would. I would really like to do this, but I don't know which Pokemon I'd want to play. So I need to look into that. And I don't know how I would do it. You know, if I would do it like my Stardew, or if I would actually want to record the screen. I don't know. Sorry if you can hear any background noise, by the way, guys. Someone has asked, have you ever been in Italy? I've never been to mainland Italy. I've been to Sardinia, but I would love to go to mainland Italy. I actually wanted to do like a whole backpacking trip throughout Italy, but that never happened. Someone has asked, who is your favourite artist / musician? Now this changes all the time, really. I'd say consistently, I always love Hozier. I love Hozier. Everyone should love Hozier. Sorry about the little lighting change. It's a couple hours later and I'm continuing the video because it got very loud in my house. People were coming home, but I'm going to finish off the video. I'll answer some more questions. Someone has asked, what is your go-to beverage? If we're just talking about what I drink most every day, it would just be water, which is such a boring answer. But if we're talking about, like, if I'm going out for a meal or something, I just like a Coke. I like a Coke. I love Fanta or Fanta Lemon. Fanta Lemon's like my favourite probably, so. But I try not to drink too many fizzy drinks these days. What is one thing aside from ASMR that genuinely makes you happy? Ooh, reading a good book, like getting really absorbed in a good book or game. Same kind of idea with a game as well. If you could be a Pokemon, what Pokemon would you want to be? Oh, that's a good question. I think that's difficult because maybe I'd want to be like Dragonite, like super powerful and can fly. I think I'd definitely choose one that could fly. Either Dragonite or Moltres, one of those ones. What's your self-care routine secret? You look amazing and energetic, thank you. I don't really have any secrets. I just have like an average skincare routine. I'm honestly quite lazy when it comes to it. But yeah, just moisturise your face, use SPF every day, and take care of yourself, make yourself happy. Where are you from? I think I got that a few times. A lot of people asking where I am from, and I'm from Scotland. I don't know if I've already said that before, but yeah, I'm from Scotland, and I live in Scotland. If you could build your dream home anywhere, where would it be? Oh, that's such an interesting question. Oh, I don't know. I go back and forth on this kind of question all the time because I'd love to stay somewhere warm with maybe like beach nearby. It doesn't need to be like a 5-minute walk, you know, it could be a train journey away, but beach would be nice. Probably just somewhere in Spain, you know, somewhere in Spain or Italy. Yeah, I don't know, need to pick my battles, I suppose, but they're also far away from my family, so it's a bit of a difficult one, isn't it? I want to be near my family, but I also don't want to live in Scotland for the rest of my life, so I don't really know. I don't know. It's too hard to pick. If I could, I would have a house here and a house somewhere else, you know. Will you be taking a break after December, or will we get more Laura? I will not be going anywhere. I'm still going to try and be posting all the time. Well, not like I've been posting now. I'm still going to be posting my usual uploads, if not more. If possible, I'd like to up my weekly uploads to 3, not 2, because I've thoroughly enjoyed posting so much, and it's going to be weird, almost like too far apart to post 2 a week. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not planning on taking a break. Someone has asked, what's your favourite holiday and why? I only really celebrate Christmas. It would have to be Christmas for me, because that's the only one that I really celebrate. But I really love Christmas, to be fair. Someone's asked if I play any PC games. I used to, but I don't anymore. I used to have a gaming laptop that I'd play a lot of games on Steam, but that was a long time ago, and that laptop does not work very well anymore, so I only play games on my PlayStation, unfortunately. But I do so funny. If I've watched Arcane, and I think I spoke about this recently in one of my videos, that I started watching it a couple of weeks ago, and I am obsessed. I put off watching it because I knew it was based off of League, and I don't know anything about League other than it's a game. Background noise is doing my head. I'm so sorry, but I have like a very small amount of time to finish off this video. So yeah, I put off watching Arcane, but I'm so happy that I'm watching it now because it is amazing. I'm like halfway through season 2, and there's a lot going on. I love it. I didn't really like Vi at the start, but season 2, I definitely like her more now. But yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it so far. And I also really love Mel and Jinx, obviously. I love Jinx. Yeah, there's some really good characters. I like the storyline. It's very, like, it keeps me hooked. Every episode there's something going on, you know. Someone has asked, what advice would you give to an aspiring ASMR content creator? I would say, stay consistent, and also find just things that you enjoy to make videos about. I think people maybe overthink it, but yeah, just make videos you enjoy and you're always going to be happy, you know. Don't stress about other things, just do what you are enjoying and it will show in the video. Like, I love yapping, and I have gained a following of people that most of you like yapping too, so that type of thing. Just do what you like and stay consistent, and it will all work out. Favourite TV shows and or movies? Ooh, I always find this a difficult question. My favourite movies are Twilight movies. I love the Twilight movies, but recently I actually watched, for the first time, Lord of the Rings, the first one, and the Hobbit movies as well. So I've really enjoyed those, and I feel like I've been missing out. I really love Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle. I love Studio Ghibli films, just Ponyo as well. Yeah, they're always just enjoyable and great for a rewatch. But they're the only ones I can really think of off the top of my head. Favorite TV shows? I loved Game of Thrones. I finished it like a few months ago now, and I just don't think I'm ever going to get to watch a series that is that good ever again, and it's quite depressing. But if you have any recommendations based on my favourite one being Game of Thrones, then please let me know. There's also a series called Reign that is based on Mary Queen of Scots, but it's like very loose fiction, you know. It's all made up basically, but I really love that series. Reign. So you should watch that if you've not. If you were a sweet / food / drink, what sweet / food / drink would you be? Oh, that's such a good question. I would be... What would I be? I feel like I'm just picking ones that like I would eat right now. I'd maybe be... I think if I wanted to be a sweet, I'd be cheesecake. I think cheesecake is amazing. That sounds like I'm doing my own horn though, you know, like, but I would want to be cheesecake because I think cheesecake is amazing. So, someone has asked, who is your second favourite F1 driver after Carlos? Well done for remembering that my first favourite F1 driver is Carlos. Yours is Lewis. I think mine would be. I think my second favourite would be Sonoda. I really like him. is the only really sport that I follow. I don't really follow football or rugby or anything, anything of that type, no. I tried to follow football for a while, but I'd just rather watch something else, to be honest. I'll watch it if it's on, or I like, if it's on in a pub, I'm happy with that. Do you have a go-to comfort meal? If so, what is it? I don't think I really do, to be honest. Or maybe, actually, my mum's homemade soup. She makes this homemade, like, veg, lentil kind of soup. It's amazing, and I always associate it with this time of year being really cold, and then having this fresh made toasty soup to warm you up. Oh my god, it's amazing. So probably that, because I have very fond memories of it, and she doesn't make it very often, only really in the colder months, so it's that much more special. So that. If you could have dinner and a conversation with any one person, dead or alive, who would it be and why? See, this is a bit sad because the first person that I thought of was my boyfriend. So I know you want someone a bit more interesting. Who would it, dead or alive, dead or alive, dead or alive? Dinner and a conversation. Is there anyone dead that I want to talk to? I'd maybe pick a dead relative. Dead relative. That would be good. Catch up. Have a little catch up over dinner. Someone's asked if I could do any giveaways. I would like to do a giveaway. I don't really know what you guys would want me to give away, and I don't really have the funds to do anything that exciting, but maybe one day. What got you into collecting Pokemon? I just started it really young, and I really like collecting stuff. Before I go back into collecting Pokemon cards, I was collecting crystals, but don't really do that anymore. I still like the idea of having crystals from different places you've been to, but I don't really do that as much anymore. So Pokemon just always been something that I enjoy. And then when I, a few years ago, had my own money for a change, I was just like, I actually want to do this. That's what I'm spending my money on now. So do you watch football, and what club do you support? The only time I really watch football is if Real Madrid are on, because that's my boyfriend's team, and he's the one who's got me into football. So yeah, Real Madrid. How do you find filming / uploading every day fun or tiring? I actually find it really fun. It can get a bit tiring. It's currently 5 o'clock. I have a video that needs to go out at 8 that I've half edited, but this is actually the first night. This is 12th of December, and it is the first time for the whole of December that I'm editing on the same day that my video needs to go out, or maybe the second time actually. Yeah, I think maybe the second time. So I think that's pretty good. But it is really good fun. I enjoy seeing how happy you guys are, and I like thinking that maybe people who are stressed out around this time of year or sad around this time of year have something to look forward to. Maybe people who can't afford an advent calendar have this instead. Life's expensive, and I know it can be very stressful, so yeah, it's been really, really rewarding seeing how much you guys have enjoyed it, so that is thanks. That's really nice. What's your best / favourite memory at Christmas growing up? Oh, that's such a hard one. I think from really young, I loved Sylvanian families. These little animal figurine things. So cute. I was addicted to them. And I remember one year, I was in primary school. I don't remember what age, maybe 10 or something. And I remember looking into walking in Christmas morning into the living room, and this always had like my brother's side and my side, and I was like, oh my god, what is that? And it was this like big hotel mansion thing for my Slovenian families that was like, as a kid, such a happy moment, and I loved those toys to death. I loved them so much. I had like a whole little village. I used to have like a bunk bed with a space underneath with like a little desk and a chair, but that's where my village just was set up under that whole section, and it fully was a full-on village. So I think that's one of my happiest memories. But I also remember like not being able to sleep as a kid because I was so excited that Santa was coming, and putting like the reindeer trail stuff, the trail mix out, and leaving the carrot and the milk out, then going to bed and not being able to sleep until like 5 in the morning. I had my little flip phone and I was like playing like a bowling game on my flip phone because I couldn't sleep. And like putting your head down for like a minute and then waking up and checking what time it was. Oh, happy days. Like, I miss those days. What is a book that you always think about buying and never do? What is it called? Is A Little Life? A Little Life. I have heard people say this is the saddest book ever, and I've saw people devastated over that book, so, you know, like a large part of me wants to know what's going on in that book, but a large part of me doesn't want a thing to do with that book, so I go back and forth. I don't know if I'll ever read it, but there you go. What's your favourite video game of the year? Ooh, I played the 2018 God of War. I am playing it for the first time, and I can't believe I've just found God of War. This game is incredible. That first section where you're being shown the tutorial essentially, and I threw the axe and recalled it, I was like, that is one of the coolest things I've ever saw in a video game. I love the mechanics of it. It's so cool, and even the whole game just blows me away. It is so much fun, and yeah, I'm enjoying playing it. So that's my favourite video game of the year, even though it didn't come out this year. What's my favourite song? My favourite song of all time is Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. It is forever one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard, and I never get sick of hearing it. It's so pretty. It makes me emotional. It is so nice. Very important question here. Waffles or pancakes? Pancakes every single day. I think pancakes are more versatile, personally. And I think you can eat more of them without feeling sick. I feel like waffles are quite sickening. Great question, though. Someone asked, what is the fondest memory I have of a video game? It was quite a while ago now, like years ago. And I was about to go somewhere in the UK, like a little few days away with my family, and I'd already packed all of my stuff and I was getting really excited, and I had some chill time before I had to go to bed, and I started like that week replaying The Last of Us, and it was specifically the early on when you get the Molotov for the first time, and then you're in that kind of station area right after the underground bit, and you're using the Molotovs for the first time and it's completely stealth. I remember playing that and being just so happy and thinking, even though it was like my 4th time replaying the game, I will never get old of this game. So probably that. I love that game. It just is one of the best things that's ever happened in my life. What's your favourite dish that you can prepare or cook? That's quite a hard question. I am not very good cook, to be honest. Or tacos. Tacos are like my favourite food, so probably tacos actually. Someone's asked what's your favourite gymwear brand. Now I kind of shy away from buying a lot of gymwear because it's so expensive, but my favourite hoodie ever is from Define, and I really want a pair of their leggings, but they're like quite expensive, so I've not bought myself a pair, but the quality of their hoodie is outstanding. It's like my favourite hoodie I've ever owned, and I just know for a fact their leggings would also be really good quality. So Define. How many languages do you speak? One. I tried to keep up with Spanish. I done Spanish in school. I done Spanish and Italian in school, so I still can understand Spanish pretty well. But I can't speak it really. If anyone has any recommendations on how to learn a language, like in your free time, please let me know, because I tried to do Duolingo. I was on like 100 odd days with Duolingo, and I was just like, this is not teaching me actually how to have a conversation though, you know. It wasn't doing its job in my opinion, so I would love to be able to actually teach myself how to speak in Spanish properly, have a conversation. So please let me know. Have you ever considered streaming games or anything? I have. I've spoke about this before. I would love to stream games, but I don't really know if I have the setup that I could do that, or if you guys would even really want to see that. That's like a whole other realm, you know. It's also quite difficult with the schedule that I have with my family, so I don't know how easy I would be able to do it, to be honest, but I want to at some point try streaming. I think actually this is the last question, and it is, have you ever played a sport? So I, growing up, done dancing, gymnastics and swimming,